Hello, this is Aaron Mean of SG Gaming Info, and welcome to my video review of Koei Tecmo's Attack on Titan Wings of Freedom on the PlayStation 4. You might remember that back in May I had a hands-on preview with Koei Tecmo's Attack on Titan Wings of Freedom, and back then my overall opinion was positive, as I praised the movement and combat of the game. However, while I still enjoyed the combat and movement in the finished product, my opinion has changed. For those who don't know, Attack on Titan Wings of Freedom is based on the 2009 manga Attack on Titan. The manga proved to be a hit and eventually received more mainstream attention with the Attack on Titan anime released in April 2013. A second season of the anime is due for release in April 2017. So while the show is based off an existing property, the question is, do you need to know the franchise? Well, not necessarily. The game's story is the retelling of the anime's first season, although being familiar with the franchise, such as What Are Titans, is helpful. For me, I haven't read or watched any Attack on Titan material, and while I have a vague understanding of the plot, I found Wings of Freedom to be somewhat interesting. The basic plot of Attack on Titan Wings of Freedom is that the creatures known as Titans are slowly beginning to wipe out humanity, and so to protect themselves, the remaining humans created 3 giant walls to keep the Titans out. But now the Titans have breached one of the 3 walls, and are once again threatening humanity with extinction. The game focuses on a number of different characters including Eren, Mikasa, and Levi as they fight against the Titans, and as you fight the Titans you learn more about the world and uncover new secrets about the Titans. In terms of characters, there isn't much to say as I never found myself being invested in the character struggles. Sure, you can see that they all care for each other and the world, but I just couldn't bring myself to care about them or their problems. To me, many of the characters felt one-directional. For example, Eren with his sole focus on revenge, and Armin, an intelligent and cowardly character who always found some way to stand up and solve an issue. Now let's move on to gameplay. Gameplay is primarily based around using speed and movement to your advantage, by way of your omnidirectional mobility, or ODM, gear. This gear allows for 3-dimensional movement through a battlefield, as you can hook anchors onto buildings and propel yourself through the sky, and most importantly of all, onto Titans. If you love moving fast, Attack on Titan does offer speed, although it can get chaotic when you begin to fight. Fighting Titans is all about entering combat mode, anchoring to the neck, leg or arm of a Titan, then rushing towards it and slashing as you make contact. Fighting a Titan is all about speed and movement because if you don't move quickly enough, your blade won't cut through the body part. However, while I normally had no trouble keeping my speed up, things did get hectic, with buildings and rubble either cutting my anchors or making it tough to get a lock. Although I must say, while the game makes Titans out to be powerful creatures, they were relatively straightforward to defeat, as a hit to the neck kills them. Although sometimes you did have to weaken it by removing some body parts. I would like to say that there's more to the game than fighting Titans and trying to act like Spider-Man, but honestly, when it comes to gameplay, there isn't much else. Outside of killing Titans, you have a leveling system that is based around the rank you earned for completing a mission, and what I could loosely call a crafting system, as it simply relies on using materials you gain by completing a mission. Speaking of missions, nearly every mission felt identical, as the majority of the missions involve killing all the Titans in an area and making sure no allies die. Although speaking of allies, they do offer some help during combat, as they offer side missions, can be recruited to help you defeat Titans in the area, and the ones you can't recruit help you by replenishing your item count, as you need to use items to recharge your gas and blades. Looking past the gameplay and story mode, does the game offer anything else? Well, you can replay missions and enter expedition mode, where you can take on survey and expedition missions either online with friends or by yourself. Apart from the additional mode, there is nothing else. In terms of issues, the game suffers from a lot of clipping, as I found the camera constantly messing around when I was close to a building or had a Titan blocking my view. Frankly, for me, the camera was a major annoyance. As I mentioned earlier, another issue is the movement can get chaotic when in combat. When it comes to graphics, the game has a very anime-inspired art style that suits the game nicely. In terms of audio, the game is Japanese only with English subtitles. While people do like Japanese only audio, I felt it was a major reason why I couldn't get invested in the characters. So, in conclusion, while Attack on Titan Wings of Freedom offers great combat and a fluid movement system, the game is let down by similar feeling missions and uninteresting characters. So with that said, I give Attack on Titan Wings of Freedom a score of 6 out of 10. With the game's pros being, the ODM gear is fun to use, the combat flows well with the game's emphasis on speed. The game's cons are, missions feel similar, Japanese only audio, and the characters aren't very interesting. Thank you for watching. Please like, favorite and subscribe. For more gaming information, please visit sggaminginfo.com and don't forget to like our Facebook page at facebook.com/sggaminginfo and follow us on Twitter at sggaminginfo.